A winter storm dumped heavy snow across northern Arizona on Friday, playing a major factor in a more than 15-mile, 24-kilometer backup on a major interstate. Semitrucks and other vehicles were stalled on Interstate 40 westbound between Flagstaff and Williams late Friday as the sun set. The standstill dragged on for hours. The snow, along with a two-vehicle crash, contributed to the backup, Arizona Department of Public Safety spokesperson Bart Graves said. "We could not clear it quick enough to get traffic moving again because of the adverse snow conditions," he said. An injury was reported in the crash, but no deaths were reported around the region as a result of the storm, Graves said. One driver got out of a vehicle and threw snowballs, while others nearby hooked a tow strap to a four-wheel drive vehicle to pull another vehicle out of deep snow. The storm was the biggest of the winter season so far and followed a dry stretch that left Flagstaff and numerous other cities across the west well below normal for precipitation to date. They'll likely stay there despite the snow and rain.
All traffic is all backed up.
The snowfall ranged from a few inches in lower elevations to more than a foot, 30 centimeters, in places like Flagstaff and Munds Park. Williams, west of Flagstaff, got more than 2 feet, 60 centimeters, of snow, according to the National Weather Service. The Arizona Snowbowl Ski Resort joked on X that Miracle March was in full effect. "This weekend is bound to be epic," it wrote in a post. 2 northbound highways along routes to Flagstaff were temporarily closed on Friday due to winter weather conditions, the Arizona Department of Transportation announced in the early afternoon. A roughly 22-mile stretch of SR 89A going from Sedona toward Flagstaff up to the I-17 interchange marked one closure. Both directions of SR 89A later reopened around 5:30 p.m. The other closure was for about 41 miles on I-17 starting near the SR 179 interchange up to near where the aforementioned SR 89A meets the I-17. Officials later announced southbound I-17 was also closed at Munds Park, reopening about 2 hours later around 2:30 p.m. I-17 northbound lanes reopened at the juncture with State Route 179 at milepost 299 around 4 p.m., ADOT said. While those 2 highways reopened, a 3rd and 4th highway remained closed due to winter storms. Eastbound I-40 closed near Kingman and in Ash Fork just after 4 p.m. on Friday after heavy snowfall caused multiple vehicle slide-offs. ADOT advises drivers headed east on I-40 from Kingman to detour on a southbound US 93, exiting I-40 at milepost 72. Drivers already past the closure point near Kingman at milepost 72 should instead exit I-40 at milepost 146 in Ash Fork, ADOT said. Westbound I-40 later closed in Winslow, which ADOT said was to help alleviate congestion on a 15 miles plus stretch west of Flagstaff in Williams due to crashes caused by snowfall. ADOT advises drivers to head south on I-17 and then west through Prescott, Wickenburg, or Phoenix. And then around 8 p.m., State Route 87 southbound closed south of Payson due to winter weather, according to ADOT. The closure is about 12 miles south of Payson at milepost 238, ADOT said. ADOT said multiple vehicle slide-offs had occurred due to the weather system that also brought rain, power outages, and travel delays to the valley in the morning. Heavy snowfall in the area is making travel difficult, and ADOT encourages motorists to delay travel plans until the winter storm passes, officials said in a news release. If conditions deteriorate, other highways may become impassable and be closed for public safety. The department advised drivers to postpone travel if possible or otherwise prepare for lengthy delays. The National Weather Service in Flagstaff issued a winter storm warning in effect through 8 p.m. Friday. Heavy snow is forecast for elevations above 5,000 feet, such as Heber Overgaard, Flagstaff, Munds Park, Williams, and Forest Lakes. In the storm warning, the Weather Service advised that roads, and especially bridges and overpasses, can become slick and hazardous. Travel is not recommended as heavy snowfall and low visibility will create dangerous driving conditions. The hazardous conditions could impact the Friday morning and evening commutes, the Weather Service said. Drivers making their way to Snowbowl are advised that chains or four-wheel drive vehicles are recommended for travel on Snowbowl Road. A free shuttle operates from Fort Valley Lodge at the base of Snowbowl Road. Classes being canceled for the Flagstaff Unified School District and other schools. State Route 64 was temporarily closed along a stretch of the Grand Canyon South Rim, but has since reopened. Grand Canyon National Park officials recommend that visitors postpone their trip until Saturday, when the winter weather is expected to exit the state. Some districts, including Flagstaff Unified, canceled schools and locations, including Flagstaff and Williams.
This is Flag.
A winter storm warning goes into effect at 11 p.m. ahead of the second storm heading to Arizona. Friday is a first alert weather day across the state for winter weather in the high country and rain chances in other areas, including the valley. An ongoing cold snap is set to continue across southern and south Midwestern areas of the United States on Saturday and into Sunday, though the number of states covered by NWS warnings is down from 17 on Friday. The agency is warning those in some of the affected areas against unnecessary travel because of slippery roads and the possibility of snow blockages. In other regions, people are urged to travel with extra care. An NWS winter storm warning is in effect until 11 a.m. Mountain Time on Saturday morning for some southern areas of Colorado, including the southern Sangre de Cristo Mountains, Wet Mountains, and both the upper Rio Grande Valley and eastern San Juan Mountains above 10,000 feet. These areas could see between 2 and 4 inches of snowfall, with the heaviest expected on the eastern San Juan and southern mountains. The NWS advised those who must travel in these areas to keep an extra flashlight, food, and water in your vehicle in case of an emergency. In New Mexico, the Tuzas Mountains, the northern and eastern Sangre de Cristo Mountains have a winter storm warning in place until 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on Saturday, with snow accumulations of between 3 and 6 inches expected. In this area, travel could be difficult, with visibility and traction reduced. Consequently, those driving are urged to allow extra space between them and the vehicle in front. Also in New Mexico, a winter storm warning is in place for the southern Sangre de Cristo Mountains until 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Saturday, with between 4 and 8 inches of snow expected and travel potentially very difficult to impossible. In Texas, a winter storm warning applies to Armstrong, Carson, Hodder, and Randall counties until midnight Central Time on Saturday, with roads expected to become slick and hazardous. Warnings are also in place in Dallam, Hartley, Moore, and Sherman counties until 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on Saturday, where between 4 and 6 inches of snow is forecast, and persons should consider delaying all travel. In Arizona, a winter storm warning is in place for the White Mountains until 5 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on Saturday, with anything between 1 and 11 inches of snow expected. Residents are urged to avoid travel if possible. Separately, winter weather advisory alerts, a less severe form of NWS warning, are in place for a wider area of the southern and southwestern United States.
We're still up at Fade.
This includes the northern Sangre de Cristo Mountains and the southern and central San Luis Valley in Colorado until 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on Saturday, and portions of northwest, southwest, and western Oklahoma between 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on Saturday and 4 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on Sunday.
9th of March, I guess.
In Arkansas, a winter weather advisory is in place for the Yukon Delta coast until 1 p.m. local time on Sunday, while a swath of northern and western New Mexico is covered, including the central Grant County, southern Gila region highlands/Black Range, upper Rio Grande Valley, west central plateau, and western mountains. Parts of the Texas Panhandle also have winter weather advisory notes, as do Meade, Morton, Seward, and Stevens counties in Kansas. Some eastern counties of Arizona have the NWS advisory warning in place, along with large chunks of northern and western New Mexico. NWS winter storm watches are also in place for the Kuskokwim Delta and Bristol Bay in Arkansas, where up to 3 inches of snow may accumulate. Wind gusts of 40 miles per hour are expected.
Venimos vacíos a recoger carga.